Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on whether you're watching us live or you're watching a recording. This is already the 21st session of the second Global Stop Cyberbullying Telesummit. So we're more than halfway to the end. These sessions started taking place on October 1st, and they will go on until October 31st. As usual, I'm used to say that they are sponsored by Google, the platform that many people use for search, for storing files, and even for email, and for also sponsored by .pt, which is an association that manages the Portuguese domain name system. My name is Tito de Moraes. I'm usually your host or your co-host. Today I'll be presenting this session alone, together with my two other usual co-hosts. That means Sonia Seixas and Luís Fernandes. We are the authors of this book that was published in Portugal in 2016, called Cyberbullying, a Guide for Parents and Educators. My colleagues have written another two books called Plan Bullying, How to Erase Bullying from School, a book that is more targeted to schools, also published in Portugal, and the second one targeting youth, whose title translates to Say No to Bullying, Don't Let Them Hurt You. They were a duo, and when I joined them to write Cyberbullying, a Guide for Parents and Educators, we became a trio, which is interesting because Sonia Seixas is a researcher and a higher education teacher. Luís Fernandes is a psychologist that works with children at risk, many of them victims or aggressors in bullying and cyberbullying cases. And my background is in technology, so we make a good trio with three different perspectives. We also wrote a chapter for this book, Bullying Perspectives, Practice and Insights, a book that was written by and published by the Council of Europe, and was written by Janice Richardson, who will also be a guest later this week, and also by Elizabeth Milovidov, who was a guest on the first edition of the Global Stop Cyberbullying Telesummit last year. As I usually say, I'm talking from Portugal, from a small municipality called Rio Tinto, which is in the surrounding areas of Porto, Portugal's second largest city. And feel free to tell me where you are following us in the comments, because we are broadcasting to Facebook and also to YouTube, and I would love to know where from you are watching us. Today, the guest that we have planned for today is Parry Aftab, a longtime friend. The idea was that she would share with us tales from the trenches, what young people have taught me about cyberbullying. But unfortunately, some issue has prevented Parry to join us. But since the session was planned, I intend it should go on anyway. We can make it a shorter session. We'll keep in English, even if probably most viewers are from Portugal, which has happened. So, hi, Carla, and welcome. And what we can do, as most probably by this time Parry hasn't joined us, is to tell a bit about Parry Aftab. Um, I met Parry Aftab probably in sometime between 2000 and 2003. I was working at internet service provider who focused on internet security services for companies. And when I left, my job there was, and hello to Abílio Carvalho also. Welcome, Abílio. My job there was to communicate that provider's services to the customers and to the media and to the public at large. When I left that company in 2003, I realized that there wasn't information in Portuguese regarding online safety. And so I decided to create a project and started writing about it. And that's how I got in touch with the work of Parry Aftab, because Parry has been working in this area since 1996. So that's quite a long time. For those of you joining us, unfortunately, Parry Aftab won't be joining us. Probably some unexpected has happened, and she wasn't able to link with us. But I wanted to keep the session anyway, and let you know about a bit about Parry Aftab. If you visit Parry's website, you will see that she's a lawyer. She has been working in cyber safety and cyber law almost since 1996, as I was saying. And the interesting thing was that in 2003, when I was starting the project Kids Safe on the Net, I learned a lot with Parry. She was very generous by holding my hand and teaching me remotely issues regarding internet safety and how to keep kids safe online. I remember at the time she had IRC channel, Internet Relay Chat channel, where those lessons usually were taught. So that's how I got acquainted with her and starting interacting with Parry. And so it went for quite a long time until in 2016 I was invited along with Sonia Seixas after writing our book on cyberbullying. We were invited to an event organized by Janice Richardson in Croatia, in Zagreb. And it happened that Parry Aftab was also a guest on that event. So for the first time, we met personally. So some 13 years after meeting online. And so it's a friendship that goes back quite a while. Parry is somebody that is very active in the front of online safety and cyber safety, particularly when it comes to children. Not only you can visit her website, but you can also get in touch and reach out to her because she's an avid LinkedIn user. So LinkedIn is probably the best way to reach out and get in touch with Parry. Let me also say that Parry is also on Twitter. very active, not as much as on LinkedIn, but you can find her there. And if you visit Parry Aftab's YouTube channel, you will find a treasure trove of webinars like this that she has done throughout these past year. I've been using this platform for live streams for almost a year and a half, and when she found out, she also wanted to do live streams, and she produced. She is very active. She produced a series of live streams that can be watched not only on LinkedIn, but also on her YouTube channel, where they are stored. Parry has two other websites that are currently being refurbished, let us say, or remodeled or redesigned. That's the more accurate term. And one of them is cybersafety website, because she is promoting a cybersafety organization, a global organization, to which sometimes I lend a helping hand. And the other one is a website that is a reference when it comes to cyberbullying, which is the Stop Cyberbullying website that is currently also being redesigned. However, this website has plenty of information. There are ways, let me see if I manage to get there. Cyberbullying.org. And this website is long-standing, and it has plenty of information that is not currently directly available, but it hopefully it will be sometime soon. Another place where you can get in touch with Parry Aftab's work is on Facebook. If you visit the Facebook page of Stop Cyberbullying, you will also get plenty information from there. Well, this is basically, I am sorry that Parry wasn't able to join us. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask, any comments, we can use some additional minutes to that purpose. So feel free to ask either in Portuguese or in English. Just leave your comments either on Facebook or YouTube, and I'll gladly reply. Let me just check if I have any news from Parry Aftab. Nope. So probably something has happened beyond her control, and I only wish that it's nothing serious, and that she and her husband are both okay. So if there aren't any questions, comments, I'll close this live. This will be a very for your question. Youth training programs to prevent and combat cyberbullying. Question: when will training programs for adults, teachers, and staff in all schools? Mandatory frequency, as I noticed that some adults are often not yet aware of this problem. Today I touched 10th grade students. Fernando Ferreira, professor, Grupamento de Escolas Soares Bastos Oliveira das Mães, Portugal. Well, that's one of the things that we've been trying to push, is that training both for teachers, for staff, for even parents, and also for students on cyberbullying should be mandatory. More than that, we're trying to push so that this becomes integrated into the school curriculum, namely within the citizenship and development curriculum, which is a mandatory subject in Portuguese schools. Not only that, we've been also trying to push the creation of a true national bullying and cyberbullying prevention plan that should start with an assessment of the situation in Portugal by surveying teachers, parents, students, and school staff. And we think that the Ministry of Education is in the best position to produce such a survey, and that if every school would do it, they would have a snapshot of the bullying and cyberbullying situation on their school. From there, they could design strategies by listening to students and the other stakeholders, and they could develop a plan for the year. And from there, every year they could redesign, look at again at the survey to see what was working, what was not working, and what needed to be addressed, because cyberbullying is dynamic, is not something static. One of the things that we were really looking forward to hear Parry is that she's a true believer as far as listening to youth and using the information that youth provides in order to design and implement strategies that can be much more effective than those thought by adults. Actually, while I was talking, I managed to have access to the old page of the Stop Cyberbullying website. I'm going to post it here, old version, because it's an old version but has plenty of information that people can draw from there. I'll also leave these links in the comments, basically. So if you want to access the Stop Cyberbullying website, the old version of this website, you can go to www.stopcyberbullying.org/index2.html. And there you'll have access, and I can share my screen just to show it to you. Okay, this is the old website, but as you can see, it has plenty information, linked to information about what cyberbullying is and what is not, how cyberbullying works, why do children cyberbullying, some information on prevention, on taking action, also some information regarding the law on cyberbullying, a Stop Cyberbullying toolkit, and a summit that Parry Aftab held in 2013, and in which we got inspired to produce this summit, not as and not in attendance. So we have another comment here from Fernando Ferreira. Good work, Tito. Keep on kids safe online since 2003. That's true. A year or more, and we'll have children that are already parents and that were impacted by our work. Hopefully, we'll see. So I'm just going to put the links for Parry Aftab's information so that you can follow her and follow her work, which is really what we recommend. Not only her personal website, but also her presence on LinkedIn, for instance, and those would be clickable in comments, which makes it much easier to have access than having to copy it from the screen. If you have any other questions, please feel free. We'll keep this session up to 30 minutes. So we have 7 minutes to go. And I'll gladly answer any questions that you might have. Check the comments both on Facebook and on Twitter, on YouTube, because I'm posting there the links regarding where you can check Parry Aftab's work. Okay, stop this. Including this last one that was scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Okay. And also the Stop Cyberbullying page on Facebook. Okay. There you have it. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, then I'm going to give you a view of what's ahead in the following days. So tomorrow at 8 a.m. we'll have Ana Paiva from Portugal, and she'll be speaking with us about how we can use artificial intelligence to fight and tackle bullying. That's at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Then in the afternoon at this same time, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, Lisbon time, we'll have Stefania Jimenez. She's part of the EU Kids Online Spanish team, and she'll be talking with us about the superposition of roles in cyberbullying, so a topic that was also somehow approached by Sydney Souza, but she'll bring us some data from Spain, which is interesting. Then on the 21st, we'll also at 6 p.m. we'll have Janice Richardson. Janice Richardson worked at the European Schoolnet, and she created the events regarding Internet Safety Day. She works closely with the Council of Europe, and she'll be talking with us regarding resilience, empathy, and self-esteem, the youth perspective. Like Parry Aftab, she's also a strong believer that we need to give more voice to students and to youth on these subjects. Then in the evening, we'll have João Faria from Portugal. He'll be talking with us about cyberbullying in video games. Then on Thursday, Fridays, Thursday, quinta-feira, October 22nd, in the evening, we'll have Julia Vinhas, also from Portugal, and she'll be talking with us about testimonials from bullies, and from not from bullies, but from witnesses, from bystanders, from observers. And she thinks, and she'll be telling why we should value those perspectives, the perspectives of bystanders. And then on Friday, 23rd at 6 p.m., we'll have Raquel Antonio to talk with us about the study that she developed during the confinement, during lockdown. Cyberbullying in Portugal, experiences that occurred during the pandemic of COVID-19. So this is it. Let me just check. Maria Leonor Silva just joined us and says good night. Hi, Maria Leonor, welcome. She's from Almada. For all those joining us, let us say that our guests for today could not make it. Parry Aftab wasn't able to join us for this session, unfortunately. We just hope that everything is okay with her. And so we basically tried to talk about her work a bit. And unfortunately, this is not a full session. But feel free, you still have 2 minutes, so feel free to leave your questions and comments, and I'll happily answer to them if there is anything that I need to answer to, if there are any questions. And remember, tomorrow we start early at 8 o'clock. Hopefully our guest will be able to make it this time. And we'll be talking about how artificial intelligence can be used to fight cyberbullying. We have another comment. Abílio Carvalho, bom improviso, vou escrever em português, que tudo esteja bem com a Parry Aftab, be safe. Yeah, I also hope everything is okay with Parry. This was somewhat unexpected, but that's life. We have to improvise, and that's what I've been doing for the past half hour. But I don't think that 30 minutes in, that I don't think that she'll be joining us. But I'll be updating you once I have any news from her. Well, this is it. Thank you for being on that site. Remember, tomorrow 8 a.m. will be back like Terminator. See you tomorrow.